It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie.
There it is. Good day, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is that way, Melissa Lee. Thank you, Victoria London, as long as it's happening. Yes. I'm an author. I am a person who is working in a public office. So just keeping in mind, we might have people. No worries, dude. But so here's what we're doing today. We're going to create some stuff, and I have to keep it a little bit crisp because I have a meeting coming up. So thank you all for joining me. Quickly talking about the people who sponsor us and whatnot. 3D2U, who are friends of mine, who I absolutely adore. Please check out their awesome stuff. They just printed some really cool new mugs that they've designed that are beautiful. So that they're like a mimic. It's really creepy, but fun. Check them out, 3D2U. Also, I wrote a book It's called Dread. I have another book too called Dare, but this was the newest one. So please feel free to check that out on Amazon. It is available. Oh, yes. And destinationdnd.com. I know that they have an event coming up in July. So definitely check them out if you are interested in traveling to exotic locales and playing D&D. But cool. Oh, thank you, London. I appreciate all of you sharing stuff. Okay. There we go. I'm in Fort Lauderdale and I'm doing my best. So we'll see how well this goes. But let's get started. I'm going to pick a random object that is near my desk. A picture frame. Random object. Picture frame. This is Flash Phantasmagoria. We're doing things like Unto a Dream. I'm going to use 3 random things as prompts, and then we're going to create something based on those prompts. So we're starting with a picture frame, which happens to be over here. I'm actually surrounded by pictures, which is really nice, but it's a very beautiful and decorative office, which I love. But yeah, picture frame. So we're going to start with picture frame. Whew. Now, let's do a color that we can incorporate throughout the piece. Colors are really good for themes. I mean, you can look up color theory anywhere you want to and talk about how red means something specific and blue means something specific, and each color individually makes a specific thing. Ooh, cerulean. Cerulean is like blue, isn't it? I think. Ooh, thank you. All right, lavender. Lavender's great. I think I have lavender on my shirt. By the way, I have to show this off. This is like the coolest sweatshirt ever. I got it from my sister-in-law. It just says The Writer, and I feel very empowered every time I wear it. So find yourself a moment to get your empowering garments. Okay, lavender. Let's go with lavender. I spelled that wrong, even though you spelled it right in the comments. All right. So, lavender, picture frame. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Let's go with a vehicle. A type of vehicle. Now, vehicle could mean like car, but vehicle could also mean boat, could mean plane. Vaguely specific. So, you could say like a Cessna, whatever, but I'm not necessarily going to know what that is. Yeah, you can say like a Ford, and people can kind of picture what a Ford looks like. Or you can say a commercial aircraft, and people know what that looks like. Vaguely specific is what I like because it's everyone can use their own interpretation, but it's still specific enough that people are pretty much going to end up in the same direction. Ooh, okay. A toy wagon. That is fun. I would never have guessed that. Thank you, London. Appreciate you. Also, thank you for the suggestions. The Odd Prop. That's a great name. I love it. So we'll go with toy wagon. Great. So we got all our stuff together now. Picture frame, lavender, toy wagon. Woo. All right. Now I'm going to pull up a YouTube page of a cool background that we're going to, a cool background noise that we're going to write to. Writing, whatever you would like to do to create. You can write, you can color, you can draw, you can do poetry, you can write song lyrics, whatever you would like to take this time to create with. That's the point, is that you're taking the time today, right now, or watching this in the future to create, because art needs to happen and you deserve to make it because it makes life worthwhile. Anyway, bearing with me while I get the YouTube thing. Boo. Sharing screen. This one's called the grid. Cool. Boop. This is another thing from breaking copyright. The song is free to use on YouTube and social media, but you must include in the following credits. This is Sapphic, The Grid. Boop. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to play this song, which is actually 5 minutes and like 10 seconds, so you might get some extra time. We are spending the next 5 minutes creating something that has to do with the prompts that we have created. A picture frame, lavender, toy wagon. However you want to involve those objects, ideas, concepts is good for us. That's all we want to do, is just create something that involves those things. And I love seeing what everyone makes afterwards. That's always so much fun. So feel free to post your stuff in Discord, which we will add at the end. First, we're going to focus on actually creating things. So let me scroll back up so I can play this song. All right, and I'm just going to let this be the timer. So you have 5 minutes and 13 seconds. Let me pull up my document. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. What is today? The 16th. 16th. Okay, we have lavender. Why do I keep forgetting prompts? Lavender, a picture frame, toy wagon. Goodness gracious. All right. Toy wagon. Along with some really cool epic music. So, ready? You have 5 minutes. Here we go. 1 minute left. Finish up. All right, we are at time. Stopping my screen share. Turning that off. All right. I didn't mean for this to go dark, but it did. I mean, my writing went dark. No one's really surprised I write horror stuff, but I'm going to share with you what I wrote, and then everyone else can share their stuff in Discord. So I ended up going a little bit more poetry-esque. So, from the prompts, lavender, picture frame, toy wagon. Here's what I made. Trash on the streets, an abandoned red flyer wagon blazing bright against the paper detritus. I imagine a child riding it. Where have all the children gone? The sky is lavender and makes all shadows seem longer. They stretch unnaturally in a queer midday haze. I dare not look at the sky. I think the sun is transforming itself again. In the rusted husk of a sedan, I see a picture frame. I examine it carefully, but alas, it only has stock photos. Curious if there are still other people out here. I haven't seen anyone in days. The animals rejoice in the quiet. There are deer on every street and a coyote in every yard. Antlers outstretched to a sky I cannot fathom anymore. We cannot look at the sun. It makes the world blind. Yep, that got dark. Didn't mean for that to happen. It just, it did. And that's the kind of fun part, is that you just create and see what happens. And benefit, I don't have to do anything with that if I don't want to. I mean, I'd like to share it, and people should share things. But you don't have to. There's no obligation. The point was, you sat here for a minute, and thank you, London. I appreciate you. The point was, we sat here for a little bit and listened to some cool music and made something. So, go us. London, can you put the link to the Discord down in our Twitch stream? And I will throw that up on our byline for anyone who's watching this later. If you create something that you would like to share with the class, you may feel free to check us out on Discord. There is a Flash Phantasmagoria, thanks, Plane. There's a Flash Phantasmagoria group, line, I don't know, thing, where, tab, where you can share things that you've created. And whatever it is, I'd love to see it. Channel, thank you. Channel, that's what it is. But yeah, feel free to check us out on Discord. There's also all kinds of fun things that you can jump into there. There's like a Nat 21 After Dark, which is adult. There's talking about all the other amazing shows that we have on a regular basis. There's all kinds of fun things. So please check us out on Discord and continue to support the channel, especially through all of the other things that we do. I'm going to do my best to try to get something going for Gothic horror soon. But it's going to get complicated. So I will keep you guys up to date as I move forward with all of that. But yeah, thank you again for joining me. Oh, yes. Consider becoming a Patreon saint. Joining our Patreon. Boop. There are a whole bunch of different perks. I know that there are Patreon saints games that are specific, like our showrunners will run a game specifically for our Patreon team. There are other benefits that you can certainly check out. Thank you. But yes, check us out, patreon.com/nat21adventures to check out all of the cool benefits that you can join in there. But yeah, all right. Now I'm going to get going because I have an important meeting. Oh, thank you. There is a Grand Saints. That's what I was trying to refer to. There's a Grand Saints game next Thursday. That's in the channel. It's like a game of the week that usually happens on Thursday, or stream of the week that happens on Thursday. And the Grand Saints game is coming up. So if you are already part of our Patreon, then I think you get an opportunity to, at the very least, check it out. So yeah, thanks. And I must go, but I am grateful to have all of you join me today, and have a great rest of your day. Good luck. Keep creating. You can do hard things. Thanks, Miss Rachel. You can do hard things, and art is worth it. Thanks.